Let's take a look at what is happening on the Russia-Ukraine line, whether there is a ceasefire, whether there will be a ceasefire, at what stage, while the attacks continue. A total of 40 individuals were harmed during drone assaults carried out by the Russian military in the city of Kharkiv in Ukraine. The head of the Kharkiv region military administration made the statement about the attack. In the statement, it was stated that the Russians attacked Kharkiv city with drones. It was stated that different districts of the city were targeted in the attack and 40 people were injured. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky also shared a video message in which he argued that Russia continues to reject the ceasefire proposed by the United States. Zelensky expressed frustration with Russia's ongoing refusal to agree to a comprehensive and enduring ceasefire, which has left all allies exasperated by Russia's strategic actions. Speaking of negotiations on the Russia-Ukraine war, we will also report a remarkable development in this context in our announcement we just shared. The United States has stopped mediating peace negotiations between Ukraine and Russia. The Kremlin has also called on Ukraine to negotiate directly with us.
Donald Trump, who said before his election as U.S. president that he would end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours, has not only given up hope but is also withdrawing from mediation. According to Trump's aide J.D. Vance, the war could go on for a long time. Unlike the Biden administration and European countries, the Trump administration sat directly at the table with Russia and conducted diplomacy to reach a peace agreement with Ukraine. However, the U.S. was not able to get Russia to agree to a 30-day ceasefire, nor did Ukraine agree to territorial concessions. The sides are still far from a compromise. The Trump administration, which offered the two countries the last deal, has thrown in the towel. It will no longer mediate. But J.D. Vance still says that only Trump is the leader who can get this deal done.
I really don't believe that any of the 8 billion people in the world, anybody other than Donald Trump, can get this deal done. When I say this deal, I really mean the offer of a peace deal, but it is now up to the Russians and the Ukrainians. Now that each side knows the other's conditions for peace, it is up to them to reach an agreement and stop this brutal conflict.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio also commented on the current situation in the process, saying that although Russia and Ukraine are closer to each other than before, there is still a lot of distance between them. They need to make a breakthrough, he said. In the shadow of all these developments, the Trump administration, which signed a mining agreement with Ukraine, is preparing to make the first sale of military equipment to the country. According to the British newspaper The Guardian, the U.S. State Department has approved the shipment of at least $50 million worth of defense equipment. However, the sale must also be approved by Congress. U.S. Finance Minister Scott Bessent made some remarkable statements about the mining agreement signed with Ukraine. He likened it to Trump giving Zelensky the most powerful set of cards in poker. He said that with these cards, the Ukrainian president could show Russia that there is no difference between the goals of the Ukrainian people and the American people.